I recently traveled to South Korea, China, and Japan, and in this video I'm going to tell you why you should consider traveling on your own as well. Going up to the top of the Great Wall, and I'm really excited. I came to China by myself, and I really wanted to do this for the last year or so before I went to Korea to teach English. This was on my bucket list, so something I wanted to do before I left to go back to Canada, and I'm really excited, and I'll show you what the top of the mountain looks like. So the video you just watched is just a clip from me in China when I went to Beijing. I was there for 3 days, and if you want to watch the full video, you can watch it right here. And yeah, that should describe my trip to the Great Wall, which is a lot of fun. And yeah, spending 3 days in Beijing, and I flew there by myself from Korea when I was teaching English, and that was a lot of fun. But in this video, I want to tell you 5 reasons why you should consider traveling on your own. And the first reason is freedom of choice. No matter where you're traveling, freedom of choice when you're traveling alone is really cool, because you don't have to worry about what your friend or your partner or your wife or whoever who you would be traveling with wants to do. When you wake up and you have your agenda or your itinerary or whatever you have set up for the day, you can just get up and do it. You don't have to consult anybody. You don't have to think twice about that decision. You can just get up and go. So freedom of choice is definitely something that I liked when I traveled solo. Sometimes people compromise. They want to say like, oh, do you want to go here? Oh, I want to go there. Or like, you know, there's drama because one person wants to do one thing, another person wants to do another. Let's just say if you wanted to go skydiving or you wanted to do something, you know, dangerous, and your partner or your friend doesn't want to do that, and you'd want to compensate and say, okay, fine, you know, compromise and don't do that thing that you want to do. So that's definitely something I would consider a plus as a benefit for traveling alone. And second on my list is making friends. So making friends is a lot easier when you travel by yourself than when you travel with somebody. And the reason why is when you're on your own, you want to socialize, you want to put yourself out there, you want to meet new people in this new city or this new country that you're at. When I was in China, I actually got a chance to meet quite a few different people. I met this one guy from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and he was a nice guy, and he was actually traveling to North Korea you know, the day after I met him. So he was gonna go to Pyongyang, which is the capital of North Korea, and I added him on Instagram, and you know, I was following his journey once he got back, because I don't think internet is allowed in North Korea. So when he got back from North Korea, he posted a lot of pictures and, you know, a lot of stories on his Instagram. And so like I followed up with him about his experience. I said, bro, like, how was it, blah blah and all that stuff. And so I'm hoping, you know, in the future, you know, if I ever go to Brazil, I can hang out with him and stuff like that. So another few people I met in China, I met these 3 Israeli people. They're from Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. And so it was nice to get a chance to, you know, I've never met anybody from Israel before. I don't really know much about it. I know Jerusalem obviously from like religious backgrounds and stuff. So they told me that, hey, if you ever come to Israel, like, let us know. We'll like take care of you. We can go out and stuff. So I'm just like, it's pretty exciting to know that you have, like, you know, friends that you've made from all over the world. And I'm not saying that if you go travel with somebody that you can't make these friends. It's just that you're more likely to be in a bubble and not really, you know, open yourself up to people around you when you are traveling with somebody. The third reason I have here is discovery of yourself. So when you're out by yourself and you're traveling alone, you know, you may be putting yourself in a different environment and you're far away from home. And even if it's not too far away from home, you're in an area where it may be, you know, therapeutic for you. Maybe you're at a beach, maybe you're somewhere where you're surrounded by people that you don't know or you've never met before in a totally new culture. This is definitely some places where you can figure out what it is that you like or discover yourself. Maybe you're trying new things, you're trying, you know, drawing or dancing or whatever it is. You're doing things out of your comfort zone, you're doing things that you've never done at home. You may end up finding some things that you actually like. So if you're traveling with a friend or somebody that you know, you may not get a chance to do these new activities. So when you are out on your own, it can increase your bravery and your self-confidence, and you may end up finding some new things that you like. I apologize for the background noise, but the fourth thing on my list is being aware of your surroundings. So when you travel on your own and you're not with anybody, you're going to be very aware of your surroundings. So when I was in China, when I was in Korea, and when I was in Japan, I flew to Japan on my own. And I remember just paying attention to every little detail. You know, I had nobody to talk to and say, oh my God, like, this is crazy that we're here, or blah, blah, blah. Every experience is just my own, and I look and I take in everything and I'm just soaking it in. And it can also kind of offer you like a new perspective on life when you do that. So yeah, just taking in people's, you know, cultures and people's foods, or just listening to people around you, like it just gives you a whole new depth of like understanding where you are when you're there by yourself. And it's really cool. It's a very interesting experience. And last but not least, the fifth reason I have on this list is for your independence and your empowerment. So, when you travel alone, you will become a very, very independent person. You will be able to figure out that you can do things without having people around you, especially when you take yourself into a culture that's not anywhere close to yours. You're going to realize that, oh wow, I'm actually able to go somewhere and survive on my own. I'm actually able to communicate with people and get what I want when I don't speak their language. You're going to be able to come back to your home country or your city or your family and then realize you don't really need to depend on people as much as you used to in the past. Or you would be able to handle more responsibilities, whether it's in your career or in your personal life. You're going to just be able to stand up and say, nope, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's a very, very empowering feeling knowing that you have the ability to do what you want to do or whatever you set your mind to. And so those are my 5 reasons. And obviously traveling on your own can have its dangers, can have its cons too. These are just the pros that I gave in this video. There are some stories that you hear all the time for people that have traveled to different countries and had bad experiences or bad stuff have happened. I do know a few people that actually have traveled and some bad stuff has happened to them, and I can talk about that in a different video. You can stay tuned for that one. But in this video I just wanted to share the pros or the good in traveling on your own, and I definitely enjoyed the experiences I had in those 3 countries, and I would definitely do it again if I could go back in the past, and so I'm very happy about that. So those are my opinions on the topic. Let me know if you have any other differing opinions or your experiences. Thank you for watching. Stay dreaming, stay chasing, and I'll see you later. Bye. And last but not least, the fifth. I can't talk. And last but not least, the 5th reason on my list is for your interdependence. Oh.